Hey, welcome to Customer Spring Release webinar. If this is your first time hanging with us, welcome. We kicked off these webinars to give you a front row seat to all the cool stuff our team's been cooking up each quarter. We have got some awesome live demos coming your way today, so get comfortable. And let's dive in. We're so pumped you're here. With that, let's get this show on the road. I'm Nupur. I'm the head of product marketing here at Kustomer, and I've got two of my awesome crewmates with me today, Adi and Erinn. I'll let them introduce themselves real quick. Erinn, do you want to kick us off?
Sure. Hey, everybody. My name is Erinn. I'm a technical enablement manager here at Kustomer. I've been with the company for 5 years, just learning and living and breathing all of the amazing features that we have. So I'm really excited to be here.
Hey everyone, my name is Adi. I'm on the product management team, joined the company last year. But fun fact, I used to be a customer of Kustomer a couple of years ago. So excited to be on the other side of the fence, building cool products, and excited to show you what we've been building over the past quarter.
That's awesome. All right, so we're seriously pumped to have you here. And I mean, as Adi and Erinn said, we'll be walking you through all of the shiny new stuff we've been working on. But before we jump into the goods, if you're new around here, here's the quick pitch on Kustomer. We're your all-in-one AI-powered customer service platform. That means CRM, omni-channel support, AI agents, and built-in integrations all wrapped up in one seamless platform. And if you're a customer of Kustomer, try saying that 5 times. You already know that we have gone really deep on data and automation. That's sort of been our DNA through and through. But here's the exciting part. We have taken our powerful automation engine and completely reimagined it with generative AI to unlock the full potential of humans and AI in customer service. And at the center of it all is our next gen AI reasoning engine, Customer IQ or KIQ. KIQ supercharges your customer data, bringing smarter personalization, sharper automation, and more meaningful interactions to life. And so when you look at our platform here, KIQ is really the heart of it. It's what drives intelligent workflows, tailors those customer experiences. That intelligence is activated across every channel, voice, email, chat, you name it. Wherever your customers are, we've got you covered. And because customer is built on a real CRM, your automations and AI aren't guessing. They're powered by actual customer data, making everything far more relevant, timely, and personal. And by the way, with security, because we know how important that is, especially with AI, it might be the last thing I'm covering today, but really for us, it's not an afterthought. It's baked into how we build. From day one, we have prioritized compliance and trust with top tier standards like SOC 2 and HIPAA baked right in. 2024 was really a phenomenal year for us and a huge leap forward for the customer platform. On the customer data management front, we rolled out a ton of new features with standouts like the Hark app and the Ship AI app leading the way. In process automation, we launched tasks and skill based routing, making it easier than ever to streamline workflows and match inquiries to the right people fast. And then over in omnichannel engagement, we unveiled Customer AI Voice, giving teams smarter, more seamless ways to connect with customers by phone. And in the world of smart customer service, we introduced the first of many KIQ powered applications, AI agents for customers, bringing real time intelligent support to life. It's been a big year and even bigger momentum going into what's next. So we're in 2025 now, and we have been on a roll with innovation, really. Just this quarter, we launched over 22 new releases, all designed to help our customers drive efficiency and deliver seamless, personalized customer experiences. And so, as we're going to walk through today's presentation, you'll see how our latest releases align with these core themes, bringing even more power and efficiency to your customer experience. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Erinn Nelson, our product specialist and technical support engineer, who will walk us through the latest releases. So, with that, take it away, Erinn.
Well, thank you very much. Hello again to our extended customer community. I'm delighted to see you all. Again, my name is Erinn. I'm a technical enablement manager here at Kustomer, and I'm super pleased to be kicking off this tour on our team's latest product updates. So we're going to start things off by looking at customer data management. With a platform built on data, it's important for both your agents and customers to be able to access the information they need when they need it. We believe the best support starts at hello, not help, which means having and organizing data well before a customer ever reaches out. And of course, managing that data securely is a top priority and concern, which brings us to the first of our new releases, a security update, HIPAA compliance for customer voice. So as you may be aware, customer voice and texting launched as native platform channels in the second half of 2024, and they are now HIPAA compliant. What is HIPAA compliance? HIPAA, H-I-P-A-A, is the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act that sets the standard for protecting sensitive medical patient data within the healthcare industry. Now, the customer voice channel provides teams with a secure way to handle sensitive calls and messages, even when using our interactive voice response systems like AI agents or Customer Assist. Any teams who are subject to HIPAA can review and accept customer's business associate agreement, which certifies that customer is in compliance with options to ensure confidentiality, integrity, and availability of protected health information against anticipated threats, hazards, and or impermissible disclosures. So of course, that's going to be really great for teams whose work requires HIPAA. I know this has been a big one and a little bit of a long time coming. So it's very exciting. Our next customer data update does have a bit of a wider application though, and that is data deletion rules. Now, this feature kind of straddles the line between customer data management and process automation, which is coming up next. But the headline here is that if you find you are storing too much data in customer, you can now set up automated rules to delete old data that you just don't need anymore. So this feature will help you to free up space automatically and on a regular basis, up to 30,000 records a day if you want, to help you keep your storage low and prevent digital clutter. This is a really simple addition to the interface. You'll find it under platform usage in your settings, and you can set it up in just a few easy clicks. And that's a great segue into the next section of features, process automations. These features, like data deletion rules, are updates geared towards reducing manual work and increasing efficiency. So this is going to be of particular interest to all you team admin out there. Now, Customer has a lot of automation tools, and one of the most powerful is the workflow. And we have added some super useful new actions and action steps into our workflow toolset for you to use. To start, with the advent of AI agent teams, you've all been clamoring for a way to automate AI assignment outside of the AI agent studio, and now, pleased to say, you can. As of this quarter, workflows will now be able to assign an AI agent directly to a conversation in an action step, just like they can assign any other team, queue, or agent. Additionally, we've introduced new task actions in workflows. Tasks was another big release for us last year with enhanced functionality given to custom objects, allowing teams to assign tasks to users, route tasks through our queues and routing systems, and even set task statuses like open and closed. So now you can automate a lot of these things in a workflow. Maybe you want to automate a spot check task by sending every 200th conversation to a manager for review. Or maybe you have a reservation task and you want to automatically close it a week after the reservation end date. There are countless use cases for this here, and it's very exciting to have. And I think it's going to be exciting for anybody who has or wants to implement tasks into their system and is looking to streamline their processes further. And that's not all for workflows. Our next update is a documentation update for workflows. We have completely revamped our documentation on workflow helpers. What are workflow helpers? Great question. Workflow helpers are unique commands you can place within workflows to perform specialized actions like math calculations, type conversions, text formatting, and so much more. Our documentation on workflow helpers has truly just exploded from one single page in our help center to 7 robust pages featuring over 50 new and updated helpers available right now for you to explore and implement. And this is going to make your workflows even more powerful and even more efficient. So I hope you take a second to go see what's available. All right, that concludes the first half of our new features. We're going to move into the back half now, which will focus primarily on updates to the AI Agent Studio. And Adi, I'm going to hand things over to you to kick us off with that.
Thanks so much, Erinn. Before I get started, once again, just a quick intro. I'm Adi. I'm on the product team at Kustomer. Super excited to talk to you about all of the enhancements we've been making to AI agents. The first one is around omni-channel engagement. One of the core ethos of Kustomer is that we should be able to allow you to reach your customers on any of the channels that you want to provide support on, whether it's WhatsApp, whether it's email, whether it's on voice, and that extends to AI agents. Why would an AI agent not be able to offer support on a channel that your human agents are also on? But before I get to that, I also wanted to quickly recap on what exactly an AI agent is. At Kustomer, an AI agent autonomously can handle customer interactions with human-like intelligence as well as responses. It has advanced decision-making skills, unlike scripted chatbots. In our mission to transform customer service, we want to make sure that we can harness the combined forces of data, AI agents, and humans to make every single interaction seamless, personalized, and powerful. And so for the first one that we're going to talk about is how do we extend that to an omni-channel experience? When we launched AI agents back in October, we supported a few channels like email, WhatsApp, SMS, and customer voice, as well as chat. We've now extended that to be able to support forms. So for example, if a customer submits a form, an AI agent can now respond to that form with any sort of any relevant responses in order to help that customer. Typically, that's going to be done over email. I'll hand it over to Erinn, who's got us a case study that we will be walking through and demoing for y'all.
Yeah. Again, a customer can reach out via form and the AI can respond through email. I've prepared a small demo of what this can look like using the story of a customer named Penny. Now, Penny is going to a friend's birthday party tonight, and she just remembered a fun service she's used a few times called Instacards, a company that creates custom digital cards for all occasions. She wants to make a fun card to give to her friend, but she's never tried to order a card same day before. So she goes online, she finds the company's contact form, and she sends them a quick message. And on the next slide, because Instacards has AI set up for their form channel, Penny is just delighted to receive an emailed response back almost instantly. And it's not just some perfunctory confirmation email, the type like, we got your inquiry, we'll respond shortly. None of that. This email is a full and detailed response to her inquiry, including specific steps she can follow, like perusing the Instacards website or reaching out to the Instacards team via chat if she wants to create and purchase a card. So thanks to this AI agent form response, Penny is almost instantly empowered with the information she needs to proceed in her endeavor. And we're going to come back to Penny, but for now, Adi, I think you have a couple more things to show us.
Yeah. So really, what is powering all of those responses? It's really what we call a smart customer service. AI agents are tailored to be specialized. You essentially can create a team of AI agents, each of which are specialized to specific use cases. So you can create an AI agent for an order return, one for a refund, another one for cancellation. As we talked about a couple of slides before, it is designed to operate on multiple channels. And the core of all of this is our advanced reasoning engine that's built to support all of the latest LLM standards out there. It is responsive. It is human-like in every single response. It empathizes with an angry customer or an upset customer. And most of all, it's designed to act as a single unit, a single team, not just amongst itself, amongst the AI agents, but also with human agents within your organization. The first one that we've also extended the notion of specialization is around knowledge bases. Again, when we launched AI agents back in October, we were able to support public knowledge bases that you had within Kustomer. And now we have extended that to allow you to access public URLs. So now the AI agent can access third-party URLs. Maybe it's a company website like an FAQs page that you want your AI agent to reference. Maybe it's a promotion on your website that you want the AI agent to reference when upselling a new promotion to your customers. Now, all of this can be done within your settings page in the Agent Studio and allow AI agents to actually extend it beyond just the KB or knowledge base that you have within Customer. Back to you, Erinn.
Yeah, let's take a look at a demo for this as well. We're going to continue on with our friend Penny and her quest to build a fun custom digital card. And yeah, we're going to watch this from the point of view of within the Kustomer platform. I guess we'll start that video over. It'll take a second to get back to where we were. So as instructed, we're going to see here that Penny reaches back out to Instacards via chat and reiterates her need. She's going to her friend's birthday in Brooklyn, and she'd like to gift them a personalized digital card. Now, an AI agent engages Penny in the chat, asking some follow-up questions, and Penny's already been on the website, so she knows what kind of card she's trying to build. Now here, the AI asks Penny what text she would like displayed on the card, and Penny requests a suggestion. So the AI makes use of one of its public URL resources to consult a Wikipedia page. And it turns out March 27th is also superstar pop icon Mariah Carey's birthday. Happy birthday to Mariah Carey. So that's fun. And as we see here, the AI is able to offer a suggestion based on that knowledge. A very cool way to utilize public URLs. Adi, what's next?
Yeah, so the next one that we have is what we call human in the loop. And what does this really mean? It is an escalation for...
Adi, I think we lost you there for a second. Do you want to start that one over? Oh no, I think we are having some technical difficulties. Always happens right when you join in for the live webinar. So human in the loop is our, of course. Oh, Adi, are you back?
I think I'm back. Am I back?
Hey, welcome back. Go for it.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so human in the loop. And what this really means is a scenario in which an AI agent sometimes needs to escalate to a human. Maybe it is getting an approval for a refund over a specific number. Maybe it's over $100, and every single refund over $100 needs a human to approve this. And here what we have is this two-way communication or path where an AI agent can autonomously escalate to a human agent for an approval or for any specific action that the human now takes and can then hand the conversation back to the AI agent, with the AI agent now resuming the conversation thereafter and completing the customer's request. Super powerful in terms of making sure that the customer's requests are completely handled entirely through an efficient human in the loop system internally.
Awesome. So once again, we're going to dive back into our story with Penny. We saw the AI make a recommendation to Penny, and she liked it so much, she's decided to move forward with her purchase. So at this point, the AI is configured to loop in a live human agent to complete the transaction. A human agent is assigned, and we're going to speed through this part a little bit, but Penny gets a preview link, the final product is approved, and they go through with the transaction. So with that completed, we can watch here as this agent then reassigns the AI back to the conversation, who is now positioned to provide Penny with any post-transaction steps or information she might need. This is a seamless process from the AI to human to AI again. What do you think, Adi?
Pretty cool. And we're not done yet. We've got one more thing for y'all. And this one is actually is one of my favorite ones, where we've actually implemented this tool called an Open API tool. And what this really means or allows an agent to do is essentially make API calls to third-party systems as and when it needs to in real time in order to support a customer. Now imagine if your order management system is internal and you want the AI agent to access that in order to place a new order or cancel one or refund one. Now you can configure each of those commands or those tools inside of Kustomer, and an AI agent will make those determination on when to call the tool and take action directly in a third-party system. Erinn, do you have one final demo for us?
I do indeed. We saw just now that the weather.com API was the example. So for this final bit of the demo, no video on this one. I think it's just an image. With this final part here, Penny has just received a link to her custom digital card and some instructions on how to deliver that to the recipient. But because Penny mentioned a location around which she would be traveling, the AI is configured to use weather.com's API to check the weather for a specific area and comment on it. In this case, looks like it might be raining in Brooklyn. So as a part of the final sign-off, it recommends grabbing an umbrella, and it wishes her a fun time at the party. And so that brings us to the end of this part of Penny's story. Penny reached out to a card company using forums. She received an immediate response back, was able to get a creative suggestion thanks to public URL access, was seamlessly handed off from AI agent to human and back again with human in the loop, and was even given advice on the current goings-on of her location through the power of open API tools. And based on Penny's CSAT response later, it sounds like she had a great experience and her friend really liked the card. So that is what we've been working on this quarter. Hard at work on some really amazing new features that you can try and explore right now. Hopefully you saw something here that excites you about improving your own customer experience. So I hope you give it a go. And that's it for me and Adi. Thanks, Adi. And thank you for having me, everyone. Nupur, I think you have a few things left to talk about, including an AI promotion and a small preview of some stuff coming next quarter.
I do indeed. And wow, what a great demo. That was really fascinating to see how AI agents were able to help Penny. And Mariah Carey, I wasn't expecting that. That was a nice touch there, Erinn. That was very cool.
Thank you very much.
Well, with that, what you saw today is just really scratching the surface of what our AI agents can do. But by the way, let's talk about how you can get started with AI agents risk-free with a limited time spring into AI promotion. This offer is really about making it easy for your team to explore the value of AI in your CX workflows without the typical heavy lift. So we're offering a special free 30-day trial so you can test AI agents in your real-world environment and see how they perform across channels like email, forms, voice, and chat. And to support you during the trial, we're also including 5 free hours of professional services. That means you'll have our team helping you set things up, fine tune your use cases, and get the most out of the platform. So, if you decide to move forward before April 30th, you'll receive 10 additional hours of pro services to help things roll out more broadly. And by the way, once you go live, you'll get your first month free, credited directly to your invoice, so you can ease into the value before any real cost kicks in. This is a really good opportunity, I will say, for anyone who's really been thinking about AI, but just hasn't had the time, support, or budget flexibility to get started. Just a reminder, by the way, this promotion is only available through April 30th. So if this sounds like a fit, we'd love to help you take that next step. So if you're interested, please contact your CSM directly, or you could email customersuccess@kustomer.com, and our customer success team will help you get started. And then, as I mentioned earlier, today we showcased just a handful of the amazing releases from this past quarter, but there's plenty more. In fact, we launched 22 new innovations to help drive better customer experiences. And we're not stopping here. Here's a sneak peek at some exciting features coming your way soon. Up next, we have got some exciting launches on the horizon, like AI agents for reps, multi-party email conversations, and enhanced routing visibility to streamline workflows and boost team efficiency. And that's just the beginning. AI agents for reps. I do want to take a moment to talk about this one and why it will be such a game changer. If you've been following us for a while, you know that back in October, we launched AI agents for customers, giving brands the power to deploy smart, specialized AI that could handle routine inquiries, resolve issues, and personalize interactions at scale. And unlike your average chatbot, these AI agents actually understand context. They process intent and they take action based on the full customer history, not just based on the last ticket. A lot of what you saw today in the demo was powered by these customer facing agents. Now we're taking a step further with AI agents for reps. These aren't just about automating tasks, they're here to amplify your team. They cut out the repetitive work, they surface key insights in real time, and they really proactively guide agents on what to do next. So instead of just solving problems, your reps become strategic partners, delivering those faster resolutions, deeper connections, and standout service. This is currently in beta, by the way, and we're just about ready to roll it out to everyone, so stay tuned. And if you're wondering on how to stay on top of all of these exciting launches, we have got you covered. You should check out our releases notes page where you'll find a breakdown of every update and it's organized by month. It's really lovely to have it all in one place, so do check it out. And before we wrap up, I do want to give a quick shout out to the CX Virtual Summit. We're bringing together top industry leaders for an incredible deep dive into all things CX. And well, one more thing at this event, we're shining a spotlight on top CX leaders who are driving real impact with bold ideas, innovative strategies, and game changing thought leadership. It's free to attend, so please don't miss out. Secure your spot right now. And with that, let's dive into your questions. I see that there's a couple that have come in. The first one looks like it's for customer voice and HIPAA. So, Erin, I'm gonna toss that one over to you. The question is, with customer voice now HIPAA compliant, can you walk through how call transcripts, summaries, and recordings are handled to ensure protected health information remains secure? And there's also a second part to it. Are there any differences in how these features work with voice when voice is used with AI agents versus traditional IVRs?
Yeah. So, I'm sorry. Can you say the first part again?
With
I didn't
customer
see the
voice,
question.
now
Yeah.
HIPAA compliant, can you walk through how call transcripts, summaries, and recordings are handled to ensure that PHI information remains secure?
Yeah. That's actually a great question that I'm not sure I'm equipped to answer right now. I believe the transcripts are still available within the timeline, but they are not exportable, so they are not shareable. But I also think we don't have Rachel here to talk about that one, do we?
Adi, maybe you can take this one then.
Yeah, I take this one. So as Erinn started to mention, all call transcriptions, summaries, recordings, all of them are processed and stored in a secure and compliant environment that's aligned to all of the HIPAA standards. And so when you use, say, a traditional IVR, the experience is similar. The system handles all of the call routing recordings without exposing any sort of PHI to in an unsecure manner. Similarly, also with AI agents for customers, the AI is still operating well within the boundaries or frameworks of HIPAA compliance. And so even when you're talking about summaries, intent detection, etc., all of those still follow the same model for HIPAA to make sure that PHI is protected throughout. So regardless of whether you use IVRs or AI, the entire call flow is HIPAA safe.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Adi. Okay, next question here is, with AI agents now able to respond to inbound forms via email, how granular can we get with deployment conditions? Can we tailor responses based on specific form fields or attributes like urgency or issue type?
Yes, absolutely. That's actually one of the very, very powerful aspects of this particular enhancement. So you can define specific deployment conditions using conversational attributes. So when you submit a form, all of those form fields become essentially conversation attributes, or you can map those to conversation attributes that you can then say, okay, for certain values within the attributes themselves, give the AI agent specific instructions in order to handle those attributes. So if maybe there's a return, handle it accordingly. If it's a cancellation, handle it accordingly. So you can give very, very tailored deployment conditions as well as instructions on how to handle that. Speaking about things like urgency, that's certainly another key one. So depending on urgency, you can say things like you can give instructions on how to handle anything from like P3 to a P0, and even bake that into escalation procedures when you want to say, if it's a P0 type urgency, maybe it gets sent over to a human agent sooner than say a P3 one. So it can get very, very granular and configurable.
That's awesome. Well, Adi, I think you can take the next one as well. Now that we can add individual public URLs as data sources, how does that impact how AI agents generate responses? Can we prioritize certain URLs or control how they're used in answers?
Yeah, for sure. So typically, the way you should think about data sources is that along with the instructions you give AI agents, all of these data sources are yet another mechanism to ground the AI agent for all of its responses to prevent it from doing things like hallucinations, etc. Essentially, making sure the AI agent is responding accurately along with the relevant policies and instructions that you have given. And so, similar to how you could use, say, your public facing knowledge bases, you can do the same with individual public URLs as well. And so, you can pull in specific articles, documentation pages, blog posts, and like I mentioned, promotions as well, if that's needed, like a temporary one that you're running, and give the AI agent access to all of that information in order to respond better when a customer comes in with a query.
Awesome. Great answer, Adi. AI agents is popular. There's more questions with AI agents, so I'm gonna again toss them over to you. The next one here is with AI agents now able to connect. Oh, we just got that one. Sorry. Yes, this is the one. With AI agents now able to connect to external systems via open API tools, how flexible is this setup for real-time actions like retrieving data or placing orders? And can admins control how and when these tools are triggered by AI?
Absolutely. Very good question. And something that was very much core to why we wanted to build this feature into the product sooner rather than later. So with the OpenAPI spec, admins can create these tools similar to how they would create tools to access K objects within customer. And so they can create these tools to essentially allow AI agents to interact with these third-party systems in real time. And so in real time, it's going through the authentication flow, retrieving things like, say, customer information, taking actions like placing an order, checking inventory, adjusting even a booking. And so it really, each tool that you create will represent a specific action. So whether it's a get action, for lack, not to get super technical, but a get action, sort of like a retrieval of data, or something that's actually updating a specific data store in the third-party system, like a put or post. And so you can build those into the system. You can build them incrementally. It's not something that you need to do all at once. And so that way it gives you flexibility in terms of setting things up incrementally, giving it instructions on what it can or cannot do, when it should be calling these tools, how it should be calling those tools. You can also go to the extent of adding preset fields or values when calling these tools, as well as leverage AI to use its reasoning engine to figure out what fields it should call these tools with, right?
Okay.
And so that's also something that can be done dynamically as part of your instructions and configuration.
Awesome. All right. A question that's non-AI. With the new support for assigned user status and queue and workflow actions for K objects, how does this change what we can automate? Are there specific use cases where this replaces the need for API-based routing?
Ooh, I can actually. Here's one I can answer. Yeah. So this update expands what you can automate directly in the workflow builder. You don't need to use a custom API or external logic. So admin and users with workflow permissions can now access key K object attributes like the assigned user attribute, status, queue directly within the workflow UI. And this enables dynamic routing, reassignment, and status-based automations. So, for example, you can automatically move a task to a different queue when a certain attribute is updated, or reassign ownership based on status changes. You can trigger follow-up actions when a K object enters a specific queue or status. Yeah, these are just some of the kinds of automations that previously required API logic, and now they can just be built right in without any need to code or understand how APIs work.
Awesome. Great, great. Yeah. Giving Adi a break there. Um, all right, more questions coming in, and I'm gonna be conscious of time. I know we're running a little bit over. So next question here is I understand there are going to be some enhancements to how average handle time is calculated. Will we be able to calculate average handle time by contact reason? Adi, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, I can take that one. So yeah, with average handle time in general, yes, that is something that is one of the top key things that are coming up. And the goal over here is to make it as flexible to configure average handle time based on what your organization needs. So there are a bunch of parameters that we are working through. And I believe the one that you're talking about with regards to contact reason is also one of them, but we can certainly like confirm with folks internally and make sure you get the exact answer over there and exactly what the configurability will look like.
Okay, awesome. I know there's a lot of questions here that we haven't been able to get to, but uh, rest assured, like we'll reach out, our CSM will reach out with answers to all of your questions. We're short on time. So, with that, I'll just say thank you so much for joining us and supporting us on this first spring release webinar. It's been fantastic to have you here and fantastic to show off our amazing features. We hope you enjoyed this webinar. We certainly did enjoy putting it together for you. So, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good rest of your day.